I'm Kendrick Hassens. Catch your local sports report tonight at 6 on Wave News.
A school shooting, a tornado, a fire today in Clark County, Indiana. Students and parents and school staff, they prepared for the worst.
They took part in a reunification exercise, practicing how to find their loved ones in case of an emergency.
We saw it during the UPS plane crash in November. We saw it most recently in San Diego in the aftermath of a deadly mosque attack. Reunification centers set up for families to find each other in a safe place after a lockdown or evacuation.
It gives me confidence, definitely, and helps me feel prepared.
In southern Indiana Tuesday, families practiced for this in real time, a reunification exercise in case their school is ever evacuated and students need to be transported to another location to be safely reunited with their parents. It could save lives during a worst-case scenario, things like severe weather, a fire, a school shooting.
I definitely have. I've definitely gone through situations in my mind.
Maddie Barker participated. She goes to Jeffersonville High.
I think it's a good opportunity for me, so then if this ever were to happen, I would know, I would be prepared on what would happen.
4 public school corporations in Clark County took part, along with local law enforcement and emergency management, part of the County Safe Schools Commission. They all use the same plan and the same language.
So that law enforcement, any law enforcement agency in the county knows what we are doing, and we can work together.
For parents and students that couldn't attend, you can do your own research and prepare. They all use the standard reunification method.